Hello everyone, welcome back to the High School Math Lab channel. In lesson 1, we looked at the addition and subtraction of positive and negative numbers. We looked at these 5 examples. 1 plus 3 equals 4, 5 minus 3 equals 2, 3 minus 5 equals negative 2, negative 4 plus 5 equals 1, and negative 1 minus 3 equals negative 4. Sometimes you will find, however, that the questions are not as simple. So in lesson 2, we'll take a look at these. Negative 3 plus negative 2. What would be the answer for that? Notice here that in this case, there are 2 signs in between the 2 numbers. Whereas for lesson 1, we only had 1 sign in between the 2 numbers. Similarly, what would be the answer to negative 3 minus positive 2, or 2 minus negative 2, or negative 2 minus negative 2? If you did not get the chance to go through lesson 1, I strongly suggest you take a look back at lesson 1 to see how we use the number line to solve these problems. So in lesson 2, we'll now use our number line to help us to come up with a solution to these problems. Let's look at a case where we have 2 signs together. For example, negative 3 plus negative 2. Note there are 2 signs here. One is a plus and one is a minus. Or in this case where we have negative 3 minus positive 2, or 2 minus negative 2. Note that there are 2 negative signs here, and the same thing here, negative 2 minus negative 2. Fortunately, there are 2 sign rules that we can use. If the signs are the same, we add. So for example, here, where the 2 signs are both negative, we would simply replace them by a positive sign and then add the 2 numbers. And similarly, if the signs are different, then we simply subtract. So as in the case of this one, where one of the signs is positive and the other is negative, we would replace both of the signs by a minus sign and simply carry out a subtraction. And we can use the number line to help us to do that as well, as we look at next. Let's look at this example. Here we have negative 3 plus negative 2. Now remember our sign rules. If the signs are the same, we add, and if the signs are different, we subtract. Here, the signs are different. One is a plus and the other is a minus. So we're going to replace the plus and minus signs with a minus sign based on our sign rule above. So therefore, negative 3 plus negative 2 can be rewritten as negative 3 minus 2. And then we simply go to our number line, start at negative 3, move 2 places to the left, we end up at negative 5. And therefore, negative 3 plus minus 2 is equal to negative 5. Let's look at another example. Here we have negative 3 minus positive 2. Again, let's go to our sign rules. The signs here are different. One is negative and the other is positive. So it says we should subtract if the signs are different. So we can therefore replace the negative and the positive with a single negative. So rewriting our question, negative 3 minus positive 2 is equal to negative 3 minus 2, because we have replaced our negative and positive signs with a single negative sign. We can then take this rewritten equation down to our number line, start at negative 3, and then move 2 places to the left, where we end up at negative 5. So negative 3 minus positive 2 is equal to negative 3 minus 2, which is equal to negative 5. Our third example asks us to work out the value of 2 minus negative 2. So going back to our sign rules, this time both signs are the same, both being negative. So we should add if the signs are the same. So let's replace the two negative signs with a positive sign. So rewriting our question, 2 minus negative 2 then becomes 2 plus 2, the plus replacing the two negative signs. Hence 2 minus negative 2 is equal to 2 plus 2, which is 4. Let's move to our fourth example. What is negative 2 minus negative 2? According to our sign rules, when the two signs are the same, we replace them with an addition sign. So let's rewrite negative 2 minus minus 2 as negative 2 plus 2, where we are using a plus sign to replace the two negative signs. So therefore, negative 2 minus minus 2 is equal to negative 2 plus 2. Would you be able to do that without your number line? In case you need to, let's go to the number line. So let's start at negative 2, which is here. And because we are adding, we're adding 2, we're going to move 2 places to the right. 1, 2. So moving from negative 2, 2 places to the right takes us to 0. And therefore, negative 2 minus negative 2 is equal to negative 2 plus 2, which is equal to 0. I hope you are getting the hang of it. In the next lesson, we will look at how we apply these in real-world situations. Thank you for joining.